All right, so this week we have Beth Brown, our farrier, out. She's from BB Equine Services in Cochranville, Pennsylvania. And this is a Tuesday farrier visit with all 10 horses getting a trim. But Victor, we're going to try something with him because he's been so ouchy lately. And Beth has recommended putting eventing shoes on him, which are a little bit lighter than your regular steel horseshoes, but not as light as aluminum racing shoes. And she's put in an angled pad as well. But like with most farrier work, everything has to be custom made for the horse's feet. Just like every part of our body is not exactly the same. Our feet might be different sizes and shape, so are the horses. So we are looking in the back of her farrier trailer that she has outfitted, and just to give you a glimpse of it, she's got it outfitted with electric. You can see what she does is she pulls up to the barn and she runs her extension cord into the barn so that she has electricity. And she also has lighting in here. And it's like a mobile workshop for her. So she's working right there. She was working with her anvil. And here she has a grinder that she's able to custom make the horseshoe and the pad to fit together perfectly. And she's got right behind her to her left, she's got a drill press. And so what she has done is, a lot of it can be eyeball work too, where she puts her eye on it and shapes the horse's horseshoe to their foot. So sometimes it takes her a couple of trips out here to the trailer to be able to get that all taken care of. So I'm going to walk around the side here. We're going to look in the other entrance. And here's her logo. I think her tagline is, "Where the horses are always happy when she shows up." I'll recommend that to her. And then here, this is the front of the trailer, and she's got all sorts of different pads. These ones here, these are leather, and they're all sized. And then over here, these ones are actually rubber, and they come in different shapes to be used for different size horseshoes. So you can see she's got a bunch of different pads in here. And then she's all sorts of hoof stuff. A lot of this we have in our own barn. Like we have the hoof clay, and we've got the blue coat. We keep all that here for her so she doesn't have to use her supply. I'm going to step in here. And you'll see she's got her horseshoes are all lined up, and they're all organized according to size. You'll notice some of the horseshoes, actually all of these, they have, you see on the side here, these are clips. And what it does is it allows the shoe to be fitted to the horse so much easier that way. So you see here, it's got a workbench that she can work off of. And then she's got her acetylene torch here. So it's really well outfitted for her needs. Turn around here. She's still shaping the shoe, but you see she's got her different presses. She says she just put a bandsaw in here that makes it a lot easier for her to cut the materials. So I'm going to pause the video and we're going to go back in the barn and watch her fit this on Victor's hoof. Real quick before we go back in the barn, she also has a forge. So what this is she fires it up, and so she's able to shape the shoes if she's going to hot shoe them. and also melt borium to put on tips on the shoes, which helps if you're a road rider. But I wanted to show you that too. She travels with her own forge. All right, we're gonna pause and go in the barn. So here we are back in the barn. We have Mr. Victor, who waits so patiently, and Beth has worked very carefully to create this shoe with a pad on it. We'll take a quick look at it. See the shoe and the pad, the clips. She's put rivets in there to hold the pad on the shoe. And what she's doing now is she's preparing his hoof to receive the shoe. What's that you're putting on his hoof right there?
That's called hoof packing, and it has some properties in it to help pull out any soreness that might be in the foot, and it also kills bacteria so he won't get a bunch of thrush under the pad while he's wearing it.
That's a good point, because anytime you put a pad on a horse's hoof, you are creating a barrier and it can trap moisture, and that's the enemy of a hoof.
Yep. It's just sticky.
Yes, and Beth is wearing a nitrile glove, which right now is a hot commodity. Hey, ow, he just hit me with his tail. Sorry, it's a little dark. This is the dark part of the barn. I'm going to pause and turn on the light, see if we can get a better lighting. And we're back. Didn't make any difference. Alright, see if I can get close enough without getting in the way here. So this shoe that Beth has carefully shaped to the shape of Victor's hoof, she's now tacking it on. And it doesn't hurt when you put horseshoe nails in a horse's hoof, if you put them in the right place. Put them in the wrong place, yeah, it's going to hurt.
Easy, buddy.
I noticed you're using copper nails.
Yes.
What's the reason for that?
Hang on just a second.
No problem.
I do spend a little bit more money for the copper nails, but they're also bacteria resistant. And you don't get the black rings around the nails, the nail holes in the foot like you do the steel nails.
Gotcha. Oh, see, I learned something new today. I did not know that.
Yeah, they're better for the foot, and I like how they drive.
So you can see, we walk around and
that was magic cushion.
Magic cushion. Something you don't want to sit on. Kind of stinky too. So here we go. This is the shoe she had put on earlier. So you can see where she's tapped the clips to make a little snugger fit for him. And then when the nails come through the hoof, you can see here just where the tip comes through. Once all the nails are placed, what Beth will do is she turns the tip of the nail down so it has a more secure seat on the horse's hoof, and then she'll clamp it even more. She's got a clamp in her little toolkit here. So the reason we're putting shoes on Victor is that Victor, as you all know, has navicular syndrome. And it's a degenerative condition, and he'll always have it. We simply manage it, and he's as he's gotten older, because he is now 19, he may have a little bit of arthritis going on too. So he's been pretty ouchy. So what we're doing is we are trying to be a little preventative here and help him out with a little bit of maintenance, and put this shoe and this angled pad on him. Hopefully that'll give him a little relief, and we'll see how he does. Now Victor also has the added disadvantage of that very thin hoof walls. So Beth has to take extra care in making sure that the nails are placed properly, and that the shoe stays secure. Because in addition to shoes coming off, when they do, the nails, because they have a bend in them at that point, they can tear the hoof wall even more. So Victor just has never had great feet. His feet are a lot better than when we first got him, but it's a matter of breeding. It's not about care or nutrition or anything, because right now we've got him on a supplement that helps with his hoofs as well, and also helps with his joints. So this is something that you do. A horse that's 19 years old is considered aged, and it's what you have to do for your horses to make sure that they're comfortable as possible and that they're able to be worked and ridden. So even during this time where programming is suspended, the horses are being exercised on a regular basis, and their hoof care has continued as well. So we're going to pause here for a moment, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we're at the point now where both shoes are on. So what Beth is going to do, if you'll notice that Victor's right front looks his left front looks a little more finished off. That's because in order to finish off his right front, Beth is going to be just to nip some of the extra hoof wall that his toe has extended because of the positioning of the shoe. And then what she'll do is she'll take her rasp and she'll smooth that a little bit more. And then after that, there's little, the nail tips, even though they've been clipped off, they're still sticking out a little bit. So what she's going to do is she's going to take his right front hoof, and she's going to put it up here on the hoof stand, and she's nipping off the edges a little bit more. And again, this does not hurt the horse's hoof. And if you remember correctly, when a horse is standing, they have 75% of their weight on their front feet. So it's really important, even when we only shoe the front feet, or when we shoe the horse, we always shoe the front feet, even though we don't shoe the back feet. So what she's going to do here is do some finishing with the rasp, and she has different size rasps, just like you would have different knives for what you were cooking with. That's farrier's tool is a different size rasp. And then once she gets the hoof to where she likes it as far as angle is concerned and the amount of hoof taken off, then she goes underneath those nail edges one last time. She creates a little channel there, and then she's taking her clamp here and she's clamping down the edges to finish it off so there are no sharp edges sticking up. And then one last thing, she takes the rasp over top of the nails that she just clamped down, smooth them off a little bit more. Victor loves Beth. He always has. In the wintertime when she wears a hat, he pulls the hat off her head.
Spin around on me now.
So we'll go on this side.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vic.
She's going to do the same thing she did on the outside of his hoof as she did on the inside. clamping down those nails, and she'll finish it off with a rasp. But that gives you an idea of what a well-prepared farrier, the working, the tools that she brings, and the vehicle that she drives, but also her trailer and what she needs in it. Beth's pretty efficient with her stuff. She keeps her stuff up to date and really cleaned out. But that gives you an idea of what it is like to shoe a horse. So thank you for watching.